Visible threads that tie us to one another. We see the possibilities those connections bring. It's a lesson that I learned actually from my mom, that with a handful of fresh flowers and a set of candles, an ordinary dinner could become a magical moment, with laughter and joy and kind words staying with us long after the dishes are cleared away. So I try to bring that same spirit to the events we host here. With this official state visit, we are bringing together the world's oldest and the world's largest democracies. After years of strengthening ties, the U.S.-India partnership is deep and expansive as we jointly tackle global challenges. But our relationship isn't only about governments. We're celebrating the families and friendships that span the globe, those who feel the bonds of home in both of our countries. As some of you may know, Prime Minister Modi is a vegetarian. So we asked Chef Nina Curtis, a plant-based pioneer, to work with our White House chefs and create a stunning vegetarian menu. Guests will have the option to add fish to their main course as well, if they choose. Tomorrow night, guests will walk across the South Lawn into a pavilion draped in rich greens with saffron-colored flowers at every table, the colors of the Indian flag. And on the transparent sides, these colors and the strength of the heritage they represent frame the iconic scenery and symbols of our nation, our democracy, and our history. The White House and the Washington Monument. Inside, each table arrangement is warm and unique. We hope guests feel as if someone has set that table just for them, because we have. After dinner, we'll have the opportunity to hear one of our nation's incredible talents, Grammy Award winner Joshua Bell. His performance will be followed by Pen Masala, a South Asian a cappella group from the University of Pennsylvania, who are bringing a little piece of my hometown to the White House, along with songs inspired by the sounds of India. Finally, after the last plates are cleared, with new connections forged and old ones strengthened, guests will end their evening walking across a moonlit lawn. There, they will be greeted by hundreds of glowing lanterns guiding them home, illuminating their pathway with all the warmth and love and laughter that we hope they take away from our time together. Now, normally, the press comes and you look at the beautiful plates of food that the chefs have prepared and get almost close enough to taste it, but you don't get to try it. So today, I've asked our chefs to prepare a few small bites of tomorrow's menu to thank you for taking the time to be with us today. Every detail of this dinner has been thoughtfully planned by a team of people from across our government. So I want to thank the White House residence staff and social team and the State Department staff who've been working so hard to make this visit meaningful. Now I will turn it over to our social secretary who has guided this process, Carlos Elizondo. Carlos.
Thank you, Dr. Biden, and thank you all for joining us today. It's hard to make an event of this scale feel intimate, but that's exactly what Dr. Biden has endeavored to do for this state dinner. She has been involved in this event at every step of the way, and every element of the dinner and decor has been chosen to make each guest's experience personal and warm. The inspiration for our design really began with the peacock, India's national bird. From the invitations to the programs to the pavilion, we wanted to evoke that breathtaking feeling when it extends its tail, unveiling its colorful beauty, majesty, and strength. Green draping will flow from the ceiling, giving way to the tables cloaked in the saturated blues and greens of Indian silks, falling onto a carpet of navy blue. The hues not only a nod to our guests, but also to our host, as blue and green are also two of Dr. Biden's favorite colors. Each table will feature an organic arrangement of blooms in vases large and small, as you see here today. It will feel as if someone has gone to their garden and cut flowers just for this event, filling each unique tablescape with special love and care. And the color of the flowers mirrors the saffron of India's flag and the heritage it represents. As leaders have done at state dinners for decades here at the White House, the President and the Prime Minister will give their toasts from an eagle lectern. For this dinner, embossed on the rich forest green backdrop behind them, we have replicated that iconic eagle and a peacock in the same style, framing the leaders with their national birds. And in the peacock's talons, stalks of millets, a nod to India's successful campaign to declare 2023 the International Year of Millets. And around them, lotus flowers, important symbols in India, their gleaming petals reminding us that each day our nations bloom stronger and are more radiant together. And throughout the space, you will see more images of lotuses, their design inspired by the mandala illustrations found in traditional Indian art. The design also reflects Dr. Biden's love of candles, their timeless elegance, and their approachable warmth. Guests will be guided to the pavilion by their flickering light, just visible in the fading sunlight. And the dinner itself will be lit with sparkling candlelight. I would like to thank David Stark and his entire team at David Stark Design and Production, who have just been amazing to work with. David, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for bringing your talent, thoughtfulness, and innovation to this project. Finally, I also want to thank the many teams, especially my team, Team Social, and the Office of the Chief of Protocol, who have worked tirelessly to make this official state visit memorable. As Dr. Biden mentioned, she chose her menu as a nod to the Prime Minister. The dishes will mirror the decor, infusing the cuisine and Indian flavors and culture like millets and saffron. Chef Curtis then worked with Dr. Biden and White House chefs to create the delicious cuisine for the evening. So now it is my pleasure to introduce Chef Nina Curtis. Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Dr. Biden. Hello, everyone. That was quiet. Oh my goodness. You guys haven't been with me long enough. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you, thank you. You must understand the pressure I'm understanding here before you, but it's a kind of pressure that is also an elation, because when you are asked by the First Lady to come and join her at the White House, it's an experience that I hope many chefs get to have. I am so excited, and it gives me great pleasure to preview tomorrow's anticipated state dinner menu in honor of the Republic of India. This is definitely a pinnacle moment in my career, and truly a pleasure to be able to work with the First Lady and help her to bring her culinary vision to life, alongside Executive Chef Chris Comerford and Executive Pastry Chef Susie Morrison. We have curated a menu that really showcases the best in American cuisine, also then seasoned with Indian elements and flavors. As a native Californian, my ancestry runs deep there, but my parents were very, very instrumental in my foodscape and how I identified food. I grew up with ethnic diversity, rich cultural influences, and fusion food. My dad, a chef, and my mom, a great cook, really exposed me to the diversity of flavor, textures, and taste. Throughout my culinary career, I have witnessed the remarkable power that food has as an equalizer. A meal lovingly prepared and shared has an enchanting ability to transcend differences, forge connections, and strengthen bonds. Tomorrow's dinner encapsulates this philosophy as we serve this curated menu that allows guests from both countries to experience something of the other's culture. It's summertime. It's my favorite season as a chef because there's this bounty of fruits and vegetables that I get to share with you. They are light, they're refreshing, they're satisfying, and yes, satiating. So this is what we're going to be celebrating. We're also very excited that India is leading efforts to celebrate International Year of the Millets, and we've incorporated millets, marinated millets, into our menu and weaved Indian cuisine elements throughout the menu. So without further ado, have I whet your appetite yet? That doesn't sound too like you need to hang out with me longer. Without further ado, let's dig into the menu. Thank you.
I hope you'll love this.
Will the president ask for the sea bass, or will he stick with the mushrooms?
We'll see. Keeps me in suspense.
Yeah.
Chef Curtis, was there anything you were more not to prepare? Everybody, the president has been said to be a picky eater. I think we're just gonna go ahead with the presentations of the menu first, and then once we do the presentations, we'll be
Okay, good. So for the first course, we will be highlighting the millet, since it's the year of the millet, is what Carlos and Chef Nina alluded to. This is the year of the millet, and millet is such a wonderful grain because, first of all, it is climate good because it doesn't need as much water to really cultivate it, and it has a lot of really wonderful health benefits. So if I would really want to eat healthy, millet is the thing for me. So what Chef Nina and I have kind of alluded to is that we did a wonderful marinated millet salad highlighted with a Maryland silver corn. We're in Maryland as well, so, and also some wonderful compressed watermelon that's local, that's compressed. So it really gives it a really wonderful sweetness, and it's highlighted with a tangy avocado vinaigrette that really encapsulates the whole flavor in it. So I'm gonna take you to the main course right now.
Thank you, Chef. So I am holding a stuffed portobello mushroom, and it contains summer squash, sun-dried tomatoes. We have leeks, and it's just filled with herbs. And so as Chef said, we have different herbs from India. I have saffron in this creamy risotto. And keep in mind, this is plant-based. So you're not missing any of the flavors, the textures, or taste. The portobello mushroom has been roasted to perfection, and then it's just a very flavorful and satisfying meal, along with the roasted baby carrots that are sitting on a yogurt lemon dill sauce. And of course, edible flowers. Yes, you can eat the flowers and herbs, they're good for you.
Well, here I have the third course, which is the dessert option, and it's a rose and cardamom infused strawberry shortcake. And included with this today, we have a modern twist on an American classic with cardamom infused strawberries. We have a rose syrup marinade with them, as well as a cardamom biscuit. And included are, of course, seasonal strawberries, and we have some citrus marigolds, and then we also have included the colors in the Indian flag and the United States flag in our version of sugar twist, all made by hand. So we made about almost 900 sugar curls together. So we're very excited because this is a very amazing summer dessert, and we're excited for everyone to have it, and we look forward to having it today as well. Thank you.